Hello, everyone. My name is Gloria, and tonight I'll be talking about the topic giving is good. Why giving is good. When people are asked why they give, the realest answer includes God wants me to. I feel better about myself, and I feel better about myself because others need and I have. I want to share. It's only right. The question I would ask is, how did you feel when you give? Imagine how you felt. Were you pleased with yourself and happy inside? We all know giving helps others, whether we volunteer for organizations or emotional support to those around us or donate to charities. But studies have shown that giving also is good for the giver. It boosts our physical and mental health. According to the Cleveland Clinic, studies have shown that when you give, it lowers your blood pressure, um, it increases your self-esteem, it lessens depression, it lowers stress levels, and you have greater happiness actually in giving. I According to a study published in the International Journal of Psychophysiology, people who gave social support to others have low blood pressure than people who didn't. Supportive interaction with others also help people recover from corona-related events. Researchers also found that people who gave their time to help others through community and organizational involvement had greater self-esteem, less depression, and lower stress levels than those who didn't. It has been an experience that when you're focused on giving to others, you are less likely to become consumed by your own concerns and challenges. Giving provides an opportunity to look beyond your own world and see the bigger picture. A great perspective can be achieved by stepping out of your own world and venting into the world of others. Your worries and challenges may not seem as significant when compared to the other situation. I want to use myself as an example. Like the years when I used to work in a nursing home, I had a patient who actually fell in love with me because of the way I cared for her. This patient, I developed a kind of relationship, not just the kind of patient and caregiver kind of relationship. We went beyond that. And this patient, as I said, on a normal day, I work 3 days. The days that I'm not there, nobody else can take care of her because she won't let nobody touch her. So they have to call me at home to talk to her over the phone before she will let anyone else do anything for her. So I think I created an impact in her life for her to have, you know, acted in such a manner towards me. So you don't know what people go through. Like this is a season, season of pandemic, this COVID-19. A lot of people are depressed out of it. We have to be quarantined and all that. A lot of people have lost their jobs. There are so many ways where you can show love, where you can give and support people emotionally. Just not giving money. You could provide for people by sharing what you have. If it's like food stuff, like I have a friend who's been in the house since like a week plus, no job, nothing. They've not been able to go out, and they have kids. There's no means of income, and these are the kind of people that you reach out to know what they actually need, if there's a need that you can help. And research, according to the University of California, studies show that people who were 55 and older who volunteered to help two or more organizations were 44% less likely to die over a 5 years period than those who didn't volunteer, even accounting for many other factors including age, exercise, general health, and negative habits like smoking. You feel happier actually when you give. Giving can create a warm glow, activating region in your brain associated with the pleasure connection with other people and trust. There is an evidence, according to the Cleveland Clinic, there's an evidence that during giving, behaviors, human secrete gift-giving behaviors. Humans secrete feel-good chemicals in our brain, such as serotonin. This is a mood meditating chemical, like dopamine, a feel-good chemical, and oxytocin, a compassion and bonding chemical. You can also give by spending time with others. Spending time with someone can be just as more meaningful as spending money or anything else. Our time is often more than our money these days, and spending it on someone with nothing to gain for ourselves is a beautiful gift. You can volunteer. Volunteering is also a gift, something good to do untraditionally. I don't think you need to volunteer in a traditional sense of spending several hours a week or weeks at a program or institution to reap the benefits of doing good. Volunteering can mean visiting an elderly neighbor or running errands for a friend. It can mean doing tax returns for a relative or walking your mom's dog. For a person who's suffering from chronic pain and depression, volunteering can be an important part of recovery. According to studies published in 2002, Pain Management in Nursing, nurses suffering from chronic pain experience decline in their pain intensity and decreased level of disability and depression when they served as a peer volunteer for others also suffering from chronic pain. I deal with, like I said in my previous video, I work in the oncology department. I take care of cancer patients, and I see people with depression. Most of them just come to the hospital, to get chemotherapy, and in the midst of doing that, they realize that the cancer is spreading, like from probably they've been home for some months, and finally they get back to the hospital and they're giving them some bad news that the cancer must have spread all over their body. You can imagine what that person is going through. We're not talking about money this time. At least maybe tell them a story about your life and giving them hopes that irrespective of what report they got from the doctor, that there's still hope, and what God can do more than we all can ever imagine, that there's still hope for them. Despite encountering challenges, the reward of this altruistic endeavor outweighed any frustration experienced by volunteers who chronic pain, says the abstract. We can be emotionally available. Like those who are more giving in relationships are more likely to be in excellent health than those who are not. This is perhaps the most challenging form of giving, to always be there, body, mind, and spirit, for our spouses, our kids, our parents, our friends. It doesn't matter. Be there for someone does not have to be people that are actually blood related. This has to do with anybody who is in need. When we are sincere in this form of giving, it pays huge dividends in our life. We can also give by making people laugh. Making someone laugh is the most fun way of giving, and one of the very best gifts you can offer someone in life. As I've said before, laughing is one of the most potent antidepressants. It's almost impossible to be anxious and fearful when you're laughing. Like, you can also tell a story about yourself to help somebody out of, it's a kind of giving. Telling a story about yourself can help relieve people from whatever pain they're going through, whatever depression the mood is, like depressive mood that they're in. By telling your story, you're giving someone an intimate part of yourself. It is no gesture of generosity. We can tell our stories formally in blogs and books and presentations, but most of the time we tell our stories in coffee shops and hospital waiting rooms, at gyms, in the churches, in grocery store aisles, and at the support group meetings. Telling your story can be immensely rewarding when it's done sincerely and with the right person. Sometimes it can even be life-saving for you or for a person hearing your testimony. The act of giving kindness self-esteem and brings happiness. Scientists have also discovered that happiness is related to how much gratitude you show. After several years of soul searching, I discovered that my unhappiness was due to my want for things to fill the void of loneliness. A lot of people are lonely. Like I've been in that shoe before, where I have 3 kids. One of my kids are in college. 2 of them are graduating this year, actually. And my daughter is the last one. She is about a year old, a year in college already. So I have a big house. It's most times it's just me, and understand how anyone will be. You go to work and come back and you're by yourself. The days that I'm off, I'm just here by myself. I really don't have a lot of friends like that. And because I'm in school, I really don't have time to be running around with friends. So it is depressing. So times like this, even a call, like shout out to somebody, call them and check on them, maybe a weekend or so, they come visit somebody, take them out to drink, maybe go to a jazz night or something, or a movie. That could make a difference in somebody's life. I've been in that shoe and I know how it feels. It really hurts to be by yourself and lonely, and that could set into depression. So as I'm going to round up on this, the reward of giving are priceless. If you want to have happiness, you need to give happiness. If you want to love, you need to give love. It is only in giving that you receive. No matter what your circumstances in life, you have the ability to give. I encourage you to look for the opportunities where you can give and help others. The gift of joy will come to you when you give of yourself to others. That's what life is all about. Let's practice and commit our lives to giving. There's joy and there's happiness in giving. Giving is not just about making a donation, it is about making a difference in people's lives. Thank you.